Welcome to day 7 of the Tiny Account Challenge. So as you can see, I was up 12.23%, and I had two positions as always. February 25, 0DT, that is, okay, 0DT SPY 610 call, and a stock was BLNE. So these are the trades. 807. I bought 100 of BLNE at 99 cents, and 6 minutes later, 6 minutes later, I sold all of them for 110. And then at 10:06, I bought one SPY call 610 expiring today for 82 cents, and then almost 25 minutes later, I sold it for 94 cents. So yeah, it wasn't much, but as we said, this is an account that is tiny, and even though it's little, it is 12%. Oh man, if you can make 12% every trading day for the whole year, oh man, it will be a lot of money. Yeah, yesterday we made what was it, 20%? Yeah, 20%. Today was a little bit less. So let's see what we did right and wrong. Yeah, so before we actually look at the positions that I had today, let's look at one trade that I actually missed that I think would have been the best for me for today. One small cap. This is the small cap. Let me remove all these drawing sets. Okay, so there you go. So I was here I was here when this stock had moved. Let me see. Yeah, I'll just put up to here. Yeah, something like that. This is pre-market. So I was, where is it? Pre-market. Okay. Yeah. So the stock moved at 6. It went up and then it came down a little bit, went up, came down, and then it started going up. So I was there when I saw it move up here. Okay. And of course I couldn't, you can't take it in when you're here. You have to wait for retracement. So what did I do? I went, put my, let me put them here, my fibs. So I went like this, put fibs up to here. No, not like this. This is 5 minutes. Oh, what style is this? Let me see. Ah, I knew. I can measure. I need candles. Okay, so yeah, so it had moved all the way. So it had made this first move over here, then it came down, then from here it retraced and then moved up. So from the recent low, which is here, you draw a fib here like that. And what did it tell me? That this is, you see the green line there, that's the 61.8% retracement. That's where I normally take my trade. So 61.8% retracement is 3.83. And so I said, you know what? Let me put an order for 3.82, because sometimes it reaches the 61.8% retracement and then it goes a little bit lower. So I say, if it does go a little bit lower, then I will be filled. Wonder of wonders. It just comes to 383 and then it shoots up immediately. If you look at it on 15 seconds or 1 minute, uh, the move was very big. Immediately it just jumped up. And then I just had to look at it, 397, $4 all the way. It didn't stop until it reached 538 from 383. It never stopped. Well, of course, I mean, it did stop, but the 5 minute candles were all green all the way up to 538. And then even when it retraced, the retrace was very little, only up to 498, and then it moved all the way up to 597. Yeah, that was a really nice trade. But then, notes for the future, when you find the 61.8% retracement, target maybe 2 cents above the 61.8% retracement, and then I could have been filled at 385. What the heck? I had only a risk of 2 cents, which is really small. So I could have been filled there. Most likely, I would have sold it probably around maybe $5 or something like that, or even 430, or even 480, which would have been very good still. Yeah, I don't know. Looking at the 1 minute, I don't know how things would have gone. I also, at that time, of course, I could have drawn things like, you know, the Fibonacci extensions to see where things would go. So I could have done this and this and this and looked at the 161.8%. Yeah, normally 161.8%, which is the 61.8% on the other side, if you get what I'm saying, is a target. And yeah, of course, then it got hit, which was about $6, 161.8%. I don't know if I would have stayed all the way. I think because the account is very small, this probably wouldn't have been, this 100% retracement wouldn't have been my exit, I guess. But staying up to 161.8% retracement would be the sweetest. Perhaps we could do that with a runner in the future. Enough of rambling on that. So the stock that I took, I ended up taking was BLNE. BLNE shot up at 8. It went up, whipped up from 66 cents all the way to 140. And then there was a lot of volume, millions of, of volume. And also it had a low float. Yeah, many of these stocks that I trade here are low float, meaning fewer shares to trade. And so therefore demand can be really big when, especially if they shoot up. So the moment I saw it retracing from here, I did the fibs, and the fibs showed 61.8% retracement was at 94 cents, and it hit 61.8% retracement, went down a little bit, and then they started buying. So thinking of the stock that I had missed, I just started chasing it immediately. Unfortunately, instead of being filled at 94 cents, I got filled at 99, and I had 100 of them. Yeah, and then the stock really struggled to go. It went a little bit, then it started coming down. Went a little bit, then it started coming down. And then the moment it reached VWAP here, I said, you know what? That's a good starting point to take off the positions, and I did take the positions off. Uh, by the time I sent the order, it had just come down a little bit, so 102. The VWAP was 110, but I got filled at 102. Yeah, and that for that trade. Uh, and then SPY. So did I make any mistake here? This one, I think I was very okay with it. The good thing is I respected my viewer. Remember yesterday we said if I buy anything below viewer, my first target will be viewer. It reached that target and I exited. So I was okay with that one. I executed it okay. Now the next one was SPY. This one was really difficult to trade. Let me see. Too many drawings. Let me put one without drawings. Okay. Again, it has a lot of drawings. I actually want those drawings because it shows where it opened. The purple one is where it opened. Okay, if I can minimize here. Yeah, so overnight, you see the red here? Let me put here. You see this red over here, this red line? That shows the overnight high. That red one over here is the overnight high. So let me remove this and remove this. So if you look at it, it it was forming a range, and so it was ranging between 612 to about 609, or the whole night like that, up down up down. So I was just thinking about it when it opened here at 9:30. It opened here at 6:10 at 9:30. I was like, okay, so where is it gonna go? And the overnight low was this one, this red one here, 609.69, and then it opened at 610. So I was like, okay, it's opening near the overnight low, and therefore normally the trade is to go up. If it was opening up near overnight high, the trade is normally to go down. So I was waiting for that. Unfortunately, yesterday low of day was also down here at 608. So I was like, okay, where would it go? And then I checked, I have this thing called market internals. So when I checked the market internals in the morning, I started seeing like they were improving. 10 a.m. is where? Yeah, the market internals seem to be improving. As you can see, the ticks were opening above zero a lot, and then you can see the volt also was improving, ADD was improving, RTY was improving, NQ was improving. So then I said, okay, so maybe now we are starting to go up. And let's go back to that chart. Yeah, so once, okay, here. Yeah, so once it started to show signs, the moment it came down to overnight low, and I could see some buying over here, I went in, okay, I bought the call, and then we went up a little bit. We reached viewer. I saw some hesitation there. I just grabbed it and I was done. Of course, SPY went up, came down, went up, came down a little bit, went up, went up, came down, and ended up at 613. Do you know even though I sold my call at 94 cents. Do you know that call was actually going for 3 something, which means 300 and something? I sold it for 94, but it went all the way for probably almost up to 350. But we have a small account, a tiny account, and that account cannot afford these moves. Like, it goes up and down. When it came down here, that call was 70 something cents. So once we have made uh, a lot more money than this, then we will be able to trade more than one position, and more than one lot, more than one position, and trade more than once, you know. For now, it is just about building cushion, building cushion, building cushion. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys traded and how uh, it went. Okay, have a good one. See you. Make sure to come to subscribe. Come tomorrow, and let's see what we can make.